Good morning from Jamaica Beach, Texas. Today I would like to talk to you about one of my favorite perennials. It's called Thevetia peruviana. It is also known as lucky nut and also known as Mexican oleander. Now you can grow this as a large bush or even a tree. It will grow over 20 feet if you don't prune it like I have done here. But it is a fantastic plant which has survived the 20-degree deep freeze we experienced in Texas a couple of years ago. It's also survived a couple of 6-inch saltwater floods, so it's a very hardy plant. Now, I can't guarantee you'll have the same luck, but overall, it's been a great performer for me. Now, it blooms almost year-round, and the bees absolutely love it. Now, I'm fortunate because typically this lucky nut or Mexican oleander will have yellow flowers. You can see mine has these really pretty peach-colored flowers, so it's the more rare version of an already rare plant. So absolutely love it. It is super easy to propagate, and the seeds grow readily. You can see this big green seed pod down here. Over time, this will ripen up. It'll get a little softer, and that entire outer coating will peel off. Now, this, like all plants in the oleander family, it is poisonous, so wear gloves when you're handling this guy. But it is a wonderful perennial, and you can propagate it very easily from seed. I tried cutting propagation, just haven't had any luck, but this thing is so prolific with seed that I wouldn't even bother. You can plant them and they will grow the same season. So once again, Mexican oleander, also known as lucky nut, and the Latin name is Thevetia peruviana. Highly recommended. Well, here we are about to plant the lucky nut seeds that I collected this year from the Mexican oleander, also known as lucky nut, also known as Thevetia peruviana. But if you Google lucky nut is the easiest way to find it and the easiest to spell. And as you can see, I've got quite a few seeds down in the container. I've collected all of these. I've already planted quite a few this year and potted them up into gallon pots, and it's really easy to do. They germinate easily, no special treatment needed. As you can see, I've got these lucky nut seeds spread around this round Birdie's raised bed, which is a great way to start these seeds and start these plants. And it's really quite simple. You've got kind of a slit on one side of the seed that faces up, and then we're just going to push it down into the dirt, give it a little tap, and that's what we'll do with all of these seeds. And within a few weeks, they will germinate and grow. And then it's really easy to dig them up and pot them up, which is what you can see I've done over here. All of these were started in the last few months. They germinated really well. They pot up really easily. And they're a big hit at the farmer's market as well as with my friends and neighbors. Anyway, there you go. Today we are planting more of the lucky nut, and we will keep you posted. Now here's a look at some of these lucky nut or Mexican oleanders germinating. I planted these on October the 11th. Today's the 19th, so only 8 days later. And you can see that this shoot has that entire seed pod attached to it. It's pretty cool. Over here, you can see two halves of the seed. It looks like it's just laying on the surface. That's about to push through, though. There's going to be shoots attached to both of those seed halves. I also grow them directly in 4-inch pots. I wanted to see how that worked. It took a little longer to germinate, probably 2 weeks versus 1 week with the planting them directly in the raised bed. So they don't germinate quite as quickly in just basically straight peat moss, a peat moss mix, but they still do germinate quite readily. You can see I have almost 90% germination, and I'll have plenty of those to pot up into gallons in the short term. And then over here, you can see what it looks like. This is a single seed that is germinated, and it popped up 2 shoots from a seed. You'll get anywhere from 1 to 3 shoots from a single seed, and they almost look like beans when they first germinate. You can see the first leaves almost look like bean leaves. So they're easy to grow from seed, pretty much foolproof, and the plants make a ton of seed. So once you get your Mexican oleander established, you'll have plenty of plants going forward.